Hello, my name is Dr. Harvir. In this video, I would like to share to you about the product that a company named Winion is distributing. The product is called Winion. Basically, this is sanitary napkins or sanitary pads for women. And I would like to give you a short description, a short demo, a short explanation on what are the advantages of our product here. This product is basically made in China. It's a company based in China. And so let's just get to the point, okay? So if you see that the packaging is made from aluminum foil, okay, which is you know that we use aluminum foil for our food and everything, for wrapping things like that, and that is very much hygiene. Yeah, it's very safe. Okay, when you wrap food with aluminum foil. So basically, we use aluminum foil as our packaging. Whereas if you see the X brand, normally they use plastics. Yeah, so when you tear out the plastic, that means you cannot close it again. Whereas if you take this one, after you open, yeah, you take one piece from inside and then you can actually, it's a resealable bag, pack. Okay, and next you can see that there is an expiry date here. Now the X brands outside there, normally very rare they have expiry date. So you don't know how long it's being kept in the market or in the shop. Yeah, whereas here we have expiry date of 3 years. Okay, 3 years use. Yeah. Now, if you see that I'm taking one of the X brand, okay, if you see that this is quite slimmer compared to the X brand, okay, and this is day use and this is night use. I'm purposely doing that so that you can later see how the absorbing capacity. Now, normally if you see that our product here it's very tightly sealed, okay, and you can see here when you open up, okay, there is glue here. Yeah, they use glue, okay, to stick to the underwear, okay, and they use this glue, food grade quality glue. So it's actually a bubble gum glue, okay, and it's actually very safe. It doesn't leave any residue on the underwear, okay, and you can see here, yeah, it's quite soft. Yeah, it's quite soft, okay. Whereas if you see the X brand, yeah, normally the packaging is not tightly sealed. So when you actually bring it anywhere, you know, put it in your bag or wherever, you know, your coins, your money can go inside, you know, so it can actually contaminate the napkin, okay. And here also the same, they use glue, okay, to stick to the underwear. Now normally they use synthetic glue, okay, which is when you know that when you actually stick this to the underwear, definitely there are some residues going to be left over. Now, when you don't wash it properly, that means the residue will actually stick to the sensitive area of the skin of the V area. So that means it can actually cause irritation there. Yeah. Now, this is the X brand. Okay. Now, normally a women they menstruate around 30 to 50 cc's daily. Okay. So I'm taking an example of 50 cc's. This is an example of menstruation in a day. Some can be less, some can be more. Okay. So this is 50 cc's. Yeah. I'm not taking color water because I have something to explain later on. So this is just plain water. Yeah. Now I do the same 50 cc's. Okay, on the X brand. Same 50 cc's here. Yeah, you can see 50 cc's. Now before I continue with this the absorbing capacity, I would like to explain on this so-called indicator test. Now, every one pack comes with an indicator test. This is actually an acid test, yeah, acid-based test. So actually, this is a litmus paper test. So how do you actually check it? Yeah, before you open up, wash your hands properly. I recommend to do it after you take your bath, clean yourself up, and then you open this up. There are two pieces inside. There is the indicator and there's the stick inside there. Okay. Now, take one piece of clean cotton bud. Yeah. Okay, here's the indicator. Now take one piece clean cotton bud and then use the cotton bud and take a bit just a wet area. Take a bit, swipe a bit from the V area, the inside part, and then swipe the cotton bud here at the end of the stick here, and then see the color change. Yeah, you can start from your left to your right. If the color is coming towards the right side, that means there is a serious infection there. So my recommendation is you go and check with your doctor that you normally go to. So this is something that you can actually use as a prevention, as a preventive thing. Okay, and every pack comes with one indicator. Now coming back here, normally a woman they have activities every day, right? You know, they stand, walk, everything, sit down. You know, they are not just sitting at home, right? During this period, right? So this is an illustration when a woman sit down. Okay, she sits down while having her cycle. Okay, so let's see here. You see. This is Winion and this is the X brand. You see, this is totally clean, dry. Yeah, it's really hygiene. It's really comfortable. Whereas this one is totally wet. And this is not water, to remind you, this is actually bad blood, right? And imagine that, this is wet, yeah, totally wet. And then imagine that this is blood. Okay, that means when you sit down, you stand up, you sit down again, you sit up, stand up. So when you sit down, there is a backflow that goes up into the V area. And that creates what you call deposit. It creates deposit, and it can, there's a possibility that bacteria will grow there. That's why there's a lot of problems. If you see that 83% of adult women, they have problems around the V area. And 62% is because of the use of unhygienic sanitary pads, sanitary napkins. Okay, that's a big issue in the society, right? But it's quite taboo because not everybody wants to talk about it, right? So coming back here now, we will try to open and see what is the inside part. Okay, I'll start layer by layer. Okay, and if you see that the first layer of this product, of the Winion product, it's actually a one-way layer. So liquid can go in, but cannot go out. Yeah, so it's a one-way layer. Yeah. Here you can see that this is basically a one-way layer. Yeah. Okay, this is the first layer. Yeah, this is a one-way layer. So liquid can go in but cannot go out, so it's trapped inside. And then you have this text spread. Okay. They use just a normal layer. It's very wet. If you touch it, it's actually very wet here. Yeah. And this is, it's not, it's just two-way layers, liquid can go in and come out easily. Okay. Now coming back to this product, this is called negative ion. That's why it's called Winion. Now, what are the advantage of negative ion? You can actually go and search in Google what are the advantage of negative ion for human body. And negative ion is actually very good for us because it actually promotes blood circulation, actually promotes oxygen inside the blood. Okay, it can enhance immunity. Now, the good news is they use this negative ion on sanitary napkins. And a lot of testimonies that is going on really, women really, they like this product very much. They use this product and they testify. They say that when they use this product, besides it's very hygiene, very comfortable, very clean, very dry, this helps them to eliminate bad smell or bad odor. And then this helps them to get rid of the white discharge, all the infections, bacteria. There's even the itchiness also is gone because of this product. And sometimes they testify about cyst and myoma. It also can help those kinds of diseases. Again, this is not a medicine. Okay, this is natural thing. Okay, but it helps a lot. And there are lots of testimonies that normally women, they have their period not monthly basis, but because of using the product, they have their period regularly. Okay, so there are a lot of uses of this negative ion, a lot of advantage of this negative ion. And the good news is we are the pioneer of negative ion on sanitary napkins since 2007. So that means what? That means pioneer remains as a pioneer. Okay, now coming back to this. Okay, now if you see that our super absorbance is actually made from gel. Okay, and this is a natural gel that we use. It doesn't create any harm. Okay, now this is the gel that we use here. Okay, now besides that, I would like to show you this. Okay, this is cotton. Okay, how do you prove that this is cotton? Now I took 50 cc's. I put 50 cc's inside here, and I would like to show you this one. Okay, and this is the same. Yeah, I take 50 cc's, and what do you think this is? It's cotton. Okay, let's test. Okay, so cotton, basically when you put inside water, it doesn't disintegrate. Okay, it's still in one layer, still in contact in one layer. Yeah, whereas if you see this one, okay, you see it disintegrates, and you see the water change color. Yeah, it becomes cloudy. That's why I don't put water, color water, so that you can see the cloudy here. But this is, what is this? Basically, it's actually waste paper pulp being bleached or used bleach. That's why it becomes white in color. Sometimes they use chlorine or any kind of other bleach like dioxin and so on. So imagine they have a certain amount that can be put on the napkins, yes. But the thing is, you are not using it one time or twice. You are using it starting from the day that a girl starts menstruate, around 10, 11 years old, up to they go into menopause. That means from 35 to 40 years old of their life. So that means that creates a deposit of bleach inside the V area, and that is not good. That is not safe. Yeah, you can imagine if you have a constant bleach that goes into the V area, into the sensitive area. That's why a lot of problems going on inside the V area. A lot of genital problems going on. 83% of adult women have problems in the V area. 62% is because of unhygienic sanitary napkins choice. Okay, now I'll put this absorbent here in the 50 cc. Okay, and I'll take this one, the same thing, I'll put here in 50 cc's. Okay, now the last layer I would like to show you is, if you see here, it's actually a one-way layer. So water is trapped inside, it cannot go out, but it's a breathable, it's a breathable layer where air can actually come inside. So that's why it's very comfortable. It's not humid at all. Whereas if you see this one, this is totally made from plastic. And you see here, the table here, the glue gets stick here. Yeah. So imagine if you cover with plastic, you cannot breathe, right? So imagine if you cover the V area with plastic. Yeah, it's totally humid, totally cannot breathe. That's why bacteria grow very well there. Now, last thing, yeah, I add on another 50 cc's. This it doesn't absorb anymore. Yeah, whereas this one, you can see, it's totally absorbed. That means it's around 100 cc's already. Now that means it is 1 compared to 3. Okay. Now, it does not mean that you use this and you don't change. No. Okay, you use this, you definitely have to change. Yeah, you change when it's just comfortable for you for the time. It's the time for you to change. So you have to do that. So this is my demo. Okay, this is my explanation on the product. Okay, about Winion product. Okay, so be wise in choosing your sanitary napkins for yourself, for your loved ones. For men, you choose for your wife, for your children, for your loved ones. Be wise enough to choose the right sanitary napkins for you to use for your hygiene, for your health, for long-term health. And I can say Winion is one of the best sanitary napkins. I can say the best sanitary napkins there is, and with the pioneer of negative iron in the product. Thank you for watching my demo. I'll see you next time.